Uncle C, back in the office, and guys, I need to make this video because over the years, the amount of comments that I've had inside of this feed and the amount of comments that I've had regarding men who don't have their life together or guys who just don't understand why things happen in their life, especially when it comes to dating and the type of companions that they've always wanted, is due to the fact that they don't understand the energy that they give off and they don't understand the nuances in life to actually be a man of value and have direction. I have to genuinely put this one onto the whiteboard. I have to genuinely put this one to pen and paper because when I woke up today, I felt as if I was called to do so. And I felt as if this is a message that I have to deliver because the truth is that the skill sets you have to develop is going to come from an internal shift. Okay, this internal shift will make sense if you just give me some time and you actually let me go through this on the whiteboard. So first off, in order to preface this, what 9 out of 10 guys don't understand is that most just aren't ready to date. I'm not even talking about having long-term girlfriends. Most guys don't have the internal fortitude and the sense of self-security to actually even necessarily need to go out on dates or start meeting people really, because there's so much work to be done, and I'm going to explain. In order to date in general, date non-exclusively, date exclusively, have a girlfriend, you need to have a sense of security within yourself. That means you know who you are. You don't try to put on a front to be other people who you're not. Okay? You're not, you don't need to imitate or emulate. You don't need to put on a false facade of game. And the truth is that most guys are deep down are super insecure. And they're super insecure because they compare themselves to the accolades of other individuals. They're prideful of other individuals. They're envious. They wish that they had certain things. So they try to put on this facade. They try to put on this false sense of persona and this false sense of confidence. Here's the truth, okay? Trying to create confidence by an act is never true confidence, okay? Because true confidence equals secure with self, with or without the person that you're talking to. So what I mean by this is guys who actually understand this sort of energy, that they project because they're secure with themselves, they are complete and they are whole as is. So you hear a lot of these false sayings in life oh, this person completes me. I'm this better half. The truth is you can't do that. You have to be 100% secure within yourself. So that means that a person could be with you for a week. A person could be with you for 6 months. A person could be with you with 6 years. You could be married and you could be with someone for 10 years. The truth is that if they decide to exit your life for any way, shape, or form, you have to be secure with yourself. And you have to be okay with that. And you have to feel whole and feel complete as is. Now, does it suck or does it sting? Yeah, it might. But the truth is, when you have these things in order and you have the internal conviction within yourself that who you are is okay by default, you have to understand that you're going to have a leg up compared to 99% of all other people. That's number one, okay? Number two, skills, okay? What type of skills do you need? Well, you're going to have skills as a man, but the truth is most guys don't have any skills at all. Truthfully, I've seen this through the workplace. I've seen this after being a boss and hiring numerous people. Most people don't have any real world skills. And I don't know if it's because they followed some sort of corporate structure before. I don't know if it's because they're institutionalized by the school that didn't teach them the correct things. Whatever the case is, most critical thinking has went all out the window. So all of your time as a guy should come to honing the skills that you need. Okay? That's going to include having mentors. That's going to include reading the certain types of books that you need. That's going to actually be self-aware enough to spot your weaknesses and your blind spots in life to go and take initiative for yourself to learn. And you know what that takes? That takes actually sitting there in silence. That's the hard part for most guys is they're so distracted by everything. You got your cell phone. Think about this for a second. You hop into your car, okay, right? Hop into your car, instantly your music's cranked. When your music's cranked in your head, you're distracted. Okay, then you get out to go to the gym. Instantly put your headphones back in. Once again, distracted. You got ba 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 noise in the head the whole time. Okay? Pop back in the car, and now you got on Spotify playlist. Now you got YouTube video rolling through your head. Then you're FaceTiming this person. Then you're FaceTiming that person. Then you're going home, you're watching YouTube videos before bed. Then you're watching Netflix. It's dude, the reason why most guys can't focus and have no skills is because they're dull up here because they're so distracted. Okay? Skillful men who can sit in silence and learn bring something to the table. So I'll give you an example. recently inside my MBT, Masculinity Blueprint Accelerator, you can check that out below, and I highly recommend checking out the presentations I have below this video to see this. I got this insane testimonial, okay? And I'm gonna put this up on the screen. But he goes, Casey, after taking a pause with my girlfriend and diving full force into the blueprint, my relationship has never been better. Okay, he goes on to say how he's changed his subconscious mind and the way he acts is different. And let's take a look at what he says at the bottom. He goes, the more I pursue my purpose, okay, the steadfast I am in my personal development, the less needy I am, and the more that my girlfriend has become feminine. Everything I've ever wanted is happening not because the woman I'm with is changing, but because I am changing. Thank you for the lifelong knowledge. What I can tell you is you can't buy this stuff in a box or in a bottle. You can't go take some woo-woo pill. You can't do any of that. You have to actually learn, okay, which is why I created MBT in the first place, is to learn the internal fortitude and self-skills that it takes to carry yourself with the right sort of conviction as a strong person in order to put yourself out there the right way. So most guys have none. Most guys have no skills. Therefore, okay, they use women to fill the void. And when they try to meet these women, since they don't have a lot to offer, since they don't bring a lot to the table, since they don't have any resources, since they don't have their own car, they might not have their own home, they might not have their own business, they don't have anything going for them. Like, dude, you got to understand, like, you're going to have to bring something to the table. And there's a lot of people who have this victim mentality and think, well, that's not fair. The game's rigged. I don't care. You're going to have to just buck up and accept it. Like, this is the cold hard truth, is most guys just make too many damn excuses. And at the end of the day, when your head hits the pillow, like, dude, seriously, you either did the work, you either are on your purpose, you either connected spiritually, or you're not. And if you're not, you're gonna be punished and pay the repercussions of a guy who isn't. So what's lacking in this world, what's lacking with most guys is true critical thinking, the shades of gray, okay, the nuances in life. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. What is lacking today is to actually think for oneself. It's getting to the point where most guys need to literally be told what to do step by step in all ways, shapes, and forms because they can't critically think or figure anything out for their own life. They can't do anything. So what you have to understand about life is nuances are needed. Okay, nuances means that life isn't black and white. Life is shades of gray. Life happens to you. Life happens with you. In life, you need to be adaptive. So I'm going to give you a quick example, okay? One of the things that I've done in work for like 4 or 5 years now is I've ran webinars. I've ran webinars and I've been a marketer that has ran webinars. That's no secret. Everybody knows that. I've advised people to check out my webinars all the time because I think they're great. From the outside looking in, somebody would go, oh, well, Casey just makes a video presentation. The internal guts of that video presentation is literally, I counted like 8 to 10 softwares all duct taped together in a simultaneous way. That means there's nuances and shades of gray that I had to use to link my business together. From the outside looking in, they go, oh, that was really smooth. Smooth onboarding, Casey. Great program, great product, great fulfillment. But guess what? The guts of it was a mess. And it's a mess because I had to learn the shades of gray. Everything is like that with life. Everything is like that when you're talking to women. Everything is like that when you're actually networking. Everything is like that when you're communicating with friends. Like, there's shades of gray to all of this. It's not black and white. These aren't yes or no questions. It takes critical analyzing, self-awareness, figuring things out for yourself. You can't be told everything. So the truth is that you need direction. Like, you need to be going somewhere, and you need to be okay with this direction taking 10 years before it manifests into the thing that you actually wanted. And that's the cold hard fact for a lot of people, is most guys just want success way too quick and way too easy. It takes work to get your life together. It takes work to figure these things out for yourself. But rest assured, when you are going somewhere, typically if you put good into the world and you put good energy out in the world, you will get good back. You will get tons of good back. So you have to put that energy out. You have to show you're going somewhere. And what comes with that good energy is typically reward. That can come in the reward of friends, good high quality intimate companions. That can come with good networking. That can come with monetary gain. A lot of it, okay? When you acquire resources and you have a lifestyle and you have a setup, you now have access to higher level individuals. You have access to higher level people, okay? And what that means is you have now crafted and created your own network. A network where you can do anything anywhere because of the people you know and the connections you can make. So what I'm telling you is, like, You could take everything away from me. Honestly, I don't mean this to brag either. I'm trying to be truthful here. You could take every dollar away from me. I could crush all my camera equipment. I could start from ground zero. And because I know how to meet people, because I know how to develop skills, because I know how to stay hard-nosed, because I'm not distracted, because I don't constantly have music pumping in my head and TV going and this going and that going, like I can actually focus, craft out who I want to be, okay, and develop true confidence because I'm secure within myself. Not false facades and not false identity, something that's actually genuine and unique to the table. So I genuinely hope that you did like this video. I really hope that you got resources out of it. Like I said, check out some of the links that I have below for some of the programs, the coaching that I run on a day-to-day basis. You guys are going to love it. I've put a lot of time into that, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars and tens of years of work now, and because of that, I'm here to truly serve you to the highest level possible. So guys, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.